Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to Libra Views. I'm Charlene. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video. So we're here to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac season 6 episode 4. So let's get right into it. The episode opens up and Giselle is meeting up with Cal. You know, remember her her little good friend Cal, so that she can get ready, get her hair done, get her makeup done, because apparently her and Robin have started a podcast, and I believe it's called Reasonably Shady. Cute idea, cute concept. But Giselle was basically talking about how she felt like it wasn't going to work because Giselle is always late. This kind of goes back to what Juan is saying about how, bitch, you don't get your day started till 2, you sleeping, you doing this. You know what I mean? But I thought the fact that Giselle and Robin came together to do the podcast was definitely a good idea. So then they start talking about Giselle and Jamal, you know, and Robin's basically like, oh, I figured it wasn't going to last. And girl, we all knew it wasn't going to last. You know what I mean? We knew from the time that Jamal came back into the picture with Giselle that it wasn't a real thing, or that it wasn't going to last. But then Giselle brings up Mia and they talk about the text. Well, actually, they don't talk about the text. While they're at the photo shoot, they talk about how they, like Mia, and how they kind of want to talk to Mia, but kind of, without carrying around. So Giselle took it upon herself to, send Mia a text. And, that was that. So Ashley and Michael, they meet up to go to dinner, and I think Ashley looks absolutely gorgeous, like pregnant, her big plump face with her hair and everything, but she looks like she's ready to pop. Michael talks about how he wants to move forward with investing and making movies, and I loved, one thing I did like about their conversation was he kept saying we. We would do this, talking about him and Ashley. Well, we would do this with the money, and we would do this. And, even though he's leading the conversation, he's still including her and the money scheme by saying we, and I definitely like that. Ashley did not seem like she was into the idea of doing movies. She said it seemed like it was a very lucrative expense, and Ashley got kids to worry about. Ashley don't give a fuck about Michael's kids from his previous man. You got 2 kids. We got to make sure these motherfuckers good, and that seems like that could be something that could waste a lot of money. But it was just an idea. Ashley started feeling uncomfortable because she is ready to pop in any day, and they just left the restaurant to go home. So Karen is talking to Raven, her daughter. And she's basically talking to Raven about how she plans on working with the farm community and, basically giving back and helping with produce and getting healthy foods and things like that. All I deduced from this conversation was that Karen can't cook. I thought it was hilarious, as she's cooking, Raven's like, don't burn the food, which told me that she does it all the time. And then sure enough, she burnt the hell out that goddamn fish, and I thought that was funny. So then we get into Mia. Mia, she's visiting her different offices, her different practices. I think that's dope. She's giving us a run through of her office. And then Mia's son calls and asks, when she was going to come home and if she was going to be able to take him to basketball practice. And she said no, and then her husband Gordon quickly got on the phone and was like, what's up with that? You said you were going to do it. And this is like the 3rd time in a row, after so long that you've, canceled on him. He kind of needs structure. I understand that. I definitely, have friends that, kind of like to keep their kids on a certain schedule and not have them, doing this, doing that, bouncing. My goddamn earring stuck in my fucking hair. So having structure is definitely something that I know that parents definitely, want for their kids. So then Robin, Oscala, and Wendy, they meet up to work out. Cute scene, nothing too, rah-rah about it. And then Candace calls to invite them to her peace house party or whatever, her peace out party. So she's moving out of the townhouse that she's lived in for over a decade and moving into her new mansion, with her husband. So she kind of wanted to have like a bye-bye peace out house party. So she calls and invites them. Mia and Karen meet up in Mia's, downtown beautiful condo to talk about Giselle and Robin. So she basically was telling Robin that she felt like Giselle was trying to control her and tell her what she could and could not do. And they basically went through the text that Mia has sent Robin. So Robin is walking with Oscala and Wendy and reading the messages, and Karen and Mia are talking about the messages. But that's pretty much what it was. Mia was just like, bitch, you're not going to control me, and unless it's about business, don't fucking text me. Candace meets up with her producers, and Chris couldn't attend because he had other engagements, which again seems like it's kind of like a bad idea to have your husband as your manager, because is he really available to drop what he's doing to come help you with this? In the music business, you need somebody that's fully dedicated to your music and what you plan to do with that. So I guess we will continue to see. Candace gets in the booth to sing. Candace actually doesn't sound bad. She sounds really good in the mic. So then Giselle takes Grace to go get her permit. Oh, poor Grace. She already failed it, I think, 3 times. This is her 4th time taking the permit test. And she failed it. Again, I thought it was just so funny, and Giselle was like, okay, we'll just sign you up to come back and take it. I was just like, oh man, I felt so bad for her. So then we get to Candace's party. Karen is the first one to arrive, and I thought it was really cute that she, Candace does seem like she low-key is a fucking good ass time. Like, I feel like I would like hanging out with Candace. Like, Candace kind of reminds me of a friend that I have, but she definitely has cute ideas, and I love that she, met every housewife at the door with a shot. But Karen was acting like her ass couldn't take the fucking fireball shot. And before they even played the clip, I remember thinking like, Karen, you was drunk boots and smoking CBD fucking sticks at Monique's lake house, and now you're trying to act like, what? Why? Because the girls accuse you of drinking too much. So then Karen asks Robin, so then Robin comes and Karen asks Robin about her wedding. I said, child, Karen is not playing no games with the green-eyed bandits or the blue-eyed bandits. Well, I don't know if they got blue or green. The green-eyed bandits, this goddamn season, she is not giving up on their ass, and I'm fucking here for it. Candace said, oh, she forgot to invite Ashley. Girl, we all know why you ain't invite Ashley. You don't fuck with Ashley, and you don't fuck with Michael, because you and Chris, see, I remember his name this time, Chris. Oh, y'all almost fought and was beating ass at the bar. So we already know, Candace, you ain't got to lie, Craig. You could just say, I don't fuck with that hoe. I ain't invite her. So Mia comes, everybody, Oscala comes, all the ladies are there. And, the situation with the text messages comes up. And Oscala jumps in, right? And Mia goes, how many businesses do you have? Now, one thing about it, Robin got triggered, okay? Because we already know Robin came from very, 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 very humble beginnings at the foundation of Real Housewives of Potomac. So anytime you start getting into people's finances and trying to come for people's finances, especially if she likes the girl, that's going to trigger something deep up in Robin. So Robin was like, what the fuck does that have to do with it? Robin was ready to take her motherfucking earrings out and tell Mia to meet her out on the goddamn street behind that comment, because she don't like when people come after people's finances. Robin don't play that shit. Okay? So, the girls, play games or whatever. And then Mia and Giselle she pulls Giselle to the side, and Mia and they talk about the text messages, and Giselle was like, I ain't do nothing, I was actually nice to you. You know what I mean? For you to kind of come at me, I didn't appreciate that. And Mia actually, took that, and to be honest, Giselle didn't do anything to me. She was actually, probably the nicest she has been to any new girl, you know what I'm saying, that has come on the scene. So, I will agree, Giselle didn't do anything to Mia, but I thought it was awesome that Mia listened. And, Mia just was like, okay, cool, girl, you got it. I didn't mean to say that. That was immature, it was rude, and I'll, change and, do something different moving forward. And I thought that was dope. One thing I will say is Mia, for her to have gotten so much surgery, her body don't seem like it's all that together, because the butt was looking a little bit like mine, like a little square. And I don't know how much money she spent on it, or she went to Colombia and got hers done for $3,900. But if I was gonna get my butt done, I definitely wouldn't keep it square like how it is now. So I don't know. She really just, is you just saying you got all this work done just to stand out and be whatever and solidify your spot, or what? Or did you really get it done? What's tea? So they play Never Have I Ever. And you know, they bring up ecstasy. Who said they did ecstasy? Who was it? Mia? Somebody said they did ecstasy. You know, Mia, so they talk about this vaginal rejuvenation. We done talked about this shit so many times. You know, Mia, of course, you know, was involved with she was the only one that's been involved with threesomes. So I thought, you know, it was a cute little game, you know, it ended cool. At the end of the episode, we see that Ashley is going into labor. You know, so that was the episode, you know what I mean? It was a little this, it was a little that, was cute, you know what I'm saying? And that's all it was giving for me. But what I want you guys to do is to subscribe to my channel. Please like this video and share it. And thank you for tuning in. And until next time, deuces.